Hello everyone and welcome back to another Metalstorm video. Today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to fly the F-4 Phantom. This video was requested by Zenny09. Now with that out of the way, let's begin. I'm going to hop into a match and show you how to play the F-4 in both TDM and air superiority. Here we go. Now, the first thing to consider about the F-4 is that it is a heavy fighter, which means it doesn't do that well in turns unless you have the special ability, but we'll get into that later on. The F-4 is a very fast aircraft. It has high top speed, but it struggles to get to that top speed due to its low acceleration. Fortunately, however, it does have pretty decent energy retention, so it can reliably keep its speed in a turn or while going straight. Oh, we traded there. But one thing I do want to mention to you guys is that the F-4 uses Hunter missiles. That is a type of manual missile where it can retarget an enemy. So say I fire at this A4, I could switch the lock to this F1 and the missile will fly towards him. The F4 does support having all 4 missiles in flight. He's really going for the trade again. Yeah, that F1 does not like me. But anyway, as you saw there, you can switch targets once you fire a missile. I could fire it at that M2K and swap to this A4. Keep in mind that the missile will fly towards the target that is closest to your reticle or your cursor. Wherever you point, that is where it will fly to. Whatever target you point it at, that is. So you want to use your speed to your advantage. Your speed is great if you need to disengage and escape multiple enemies. Now with the stress turning ability, it allows you to pull tighter turns, however at the cost of HP, so you should be very mindful when using the special ability. For example, this F4 just flew over top. I can use the special ability for a quick turn to get behind him. Or not, because he ends up crashing. Wow, our teammates are doing pretty good. But here we're gonna use it to get behind this F-15. Oh, he made it to the health pickup. See, we managed to stay behind him there by using the special ability. It's also important to note that the special ability does not make you invincible. It does not make you the best turn fighter in the game. So, despite being able to increase your turn rate, positioning does still matter. I think I'm gonna do another match just to show you guys how to use the missiles more effectively, because this match was over pretty quickly. I don't think I was able to get all my points across there in just this match. I don't think Crimson Canyon is the best map to showcase how to use the F-4's missiles, but before we hop into another match, let me just tell you guys more about the Hunter missiles. Now, Hunter missiles are usually medium-range missiles with good maneuverability and speed, effective in most engagements. They are especially effective at close-range engagements. For example, in head-ons, And the reason for that is the lock time. As you can see, it is a 0.6 second lock time. Hunter missiles have some of the fastest lock time in the game, and they are also very fast, and they do decent damage. You won't have a lot of range on them, but the damage and speed paired with the lock time, exceptional. As it says here, Hunter missiles are radar-guided missiles that don't display locking diamonds on enemies, but can change targets mid-flight. Use the guidance ring to maintain or change your target, and the number of airborne missiles that can be guided at once by the F-4 is 4 missiles. What that means is you can have all 4 missiles in flight simultaneously and control all 4 of them. So if you were to have all 4 in the air and you fire at one target, you could swap to another, and all 4 missiles will fly towards that new target that you swap to. Since the map has changed to Icebound, I figured I might as well show you guys another match of how to fly the Phantom. One strategy you can use for the F-4 is to fly it almost like an interceptor. So you can go pi, pick a target, fire off all your long-range missiles. Well, they're medium range, but you get what I'm trying to say. Fire off your missiles and retreat to cover and rearm and sling once again. We are getting locked. I'm going to disengage. This is an A-10, so I'm gonna fire multiple missiles at this guy. There, we got him. Now you swap to your IR missiles. Got hit by that Su-25. I'm gonna head towards this Tomcat. Using the special ability to get increased turn rate there. I can see the Su-25 coming in. I'm gonna go low and ambush him. Oh, this is an A-10. Okay. So you can see we got behind him and just shredded him with the gun. Using the special ability to quickly increase our turn rate, get behind the Su-25. Perfect. And we're gonna use it to escape here. And we need to get away from these attackers. Nice. Still using the special ability. We're gonna go around for a turn here on this Vigan. Multiple enemies onto us. Teammates coming in clutch over the top of this A-10. I don't think he's gonna have the speed to follow that. We're going low over the top once again to avoid this J-35. Perfect. Su-25 up top. It was too much for us to handle. See, this is a good demonstration of why you don't want to get trapped in turn fights with the F-4. Despite having the special ability that increases your turn rate, there's only so much you can endure because using the special ability does reduce your HP, which makes you vulnerable. So yes, you want to be firing off your missiles. They are very good at tracking enemies. So don't hesitate to use them. They are very effective. And as I mentioned earlier, they have very good lock time. They can get multiple off very quickly. And here we're gonna use our speed to disengage from the contested area. We're going to head towards the health repair pickup. Perfect. So, saying all of that, the F-4 does have a very deadly loadout, which allows you to easily destroy enemies and disengage. Pair that with the special ability, this jet is a very formidable fighter. And as a quick summary, the first tip for flying the Phantom is to maintain your speed. And the second tip is to use your hunter missiles at longer ranges to suppress enemies or secure kills, ideally on targets that are weaker, for example, medium and light fighters. And then when you get to close range fights, you can swap to your IR missiles and chase down enemies. But remember to disengage from unfavorable situations. You can use your speed to quickly disengage and fly to a repair pickup or a rearm pickup. You are more useful to your team alive with 2 kills and 1 assist than you are with 2 kills and 1 death. Know when to disengage. If there are multiple enemies targeting you, disengage. If an enemy is about to outturn you, disengage. Stay close to your side of the map so your teammates can support you. Remember, you are a heavy fighter. You won't be doing much turn fighting. Your role will be applying pressure on the enemy team using your high missile volume and speed. I'm not sure if that match did it justice, so just to be safe, I'm going to create a custom match and show you guys a more detailed demonstration of how to use the hunter missiles. So here I have a 3v3 in order to demonstrate to you guys how to use the F-4's missiles more effectively. It does have the cruising altitude trait, so you can go up high to gain increased acceleration and top speed. Now once you pick out a target, ideally something like a medium or light fighter, you can quickly fire off a volley of missiles to overwhelm them. We're gonna swap to the MiG-23 or the F-14 because it is firing at us. You can go ahead and quickly fire off a volley of missiles and score a kill. And the reason I say you want to target medium and light fighters is the fact that they are more easily eliminated by your missiles due to the high damage. A grouping, for example, can be taken out by a single hit from a hunter missile. So notice how I'm playing. I'm not extending to the other side. I'm using my speed to my advantage and disengaging when necessary. Now I'm going to go for a head-on with this FA-18. And there you can see with the lock time on the hunter missiles, I was able to quickly get it off and score a kill. Your biggest competition in the F-4 will be interceptors because they'll have radar missiles while you have hunters. So you want to be mindful of that. They do outrange you, so you'll have some difficulties there trying to take them out. I'm gonna fire 2 missiles and swap to the FA-18. Okay, those missed. Using stress turning to gain increased turn rate. I want to demonstrate to you guys one more time the target switching capability of the hunter missiles. I'm going to fire at this P-23 and then swap to this FA-18. Now it has 3 missiles on it, and there it goes. I'm going to use our speed to quickly fly towards the health repair pickup. Perfect. So there you go. That is a small demonstration of how you can fly the F-4 and use its missiles effectively. Hopefully this helps you guys understand how to use the F-4 and its missiles. Now let's hop into a air superiority match. The F-4 does perform quite well in air superiority due to its high top speed. So being a heavy fighter, as I mentioned in my Su-30 video, you can be nomadic and quickly travel between points. So you can go from home to B to C and then back around. If no one else is going to protect the home points, you can go there, quickly pick off any enemies that come over, and then support your teammates on the other points. Here we have an F1 coming over. It went over top. Interesting. It's pretty smart for a bot. Wow, okay. Performing surprisingly well for a bot. Gonna get rid of this A10. Now we can move to the other points. Let me just quickly rearm. And now we can shoot straight towards the enemy point. With the high top speed, it is no problem for this jet to zoom from point to point. You don't have to chase down every enemy you see. Your goal is to capture the points. Our teammate is going for that one, so we can switch to this enemy. Perfect use of the gun. Now we can head down here and capture this point. Now to the enemy point. Okay, our team is gonna get it. I also find this playstyle quite fun. Zooming from point to point. It's It's a lot more interesting than circling a single point the entire match, the way you sometimes have to do in a light fighter. We got a lot of heat on us over here. So utilizing our speed, we're quickly able to disengage. I'm going to head towards the other points, B and A. And after capturing this point, this should give us the win. There you go. So that is how you can use the F4 in air superiority. Be nomadic and support your teammates. You can quickly zoom from point to point and keep them locked down. Where your teammates fall short, you can fill in the gap and keep a point locked down with your special ability, since it allows you to increase your turn rate, get behind enemies. Your passive, if you do get the F4 to level 12, it allows you to stay alive much longer. It gives you indefinite stress starting as long as you let your HP build up. If you guys found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to support the channel. Please help me get to 500 subs by the end of February. Can we do that? That would be awesome. I will see you in the next video, whenever that may be. I think I might take a break for a while and work on some other projects. Some of you have been asking for a map review and a secret area showcase, so I might work on that. It may take a while, so bear with me. Yeah, until next time, bye.